All right. Let's do a little. Let's do a little ranked list. Earliest 2024 games ranked list. And by earliest, I mean it's February 2nd or February 4th. So clearly, this is a germane topic. All right. Let's start. I just want to talk about these games, really. I have nowhere else to talk about it. So I just want to talk about this shit. The fucking shit we had to go through last year with these games. All right. Let's start. We'll go from bottom to top. I'll just reorder it as we go. Actually, I think it'll just push it to the side. Or maybe not. I'll just reorder it. Fuck it. Okay. The worst game of 2024. Kev, what's up, man? Kev, we're doing a tier list today, bro. Or a ranked list. All right. The worst game I played last year. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. We're ranking every game that I played that came out last year. Actually, I should change the title. 2024 games. Yes, bro. I caved. I paid money for Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, and it was the worst fucking shit I've ever played in my life. Genuinely. I did not take the reviews seriously. Okay, I had to see it for myself. I didn't believe it. Genuinely the worst shit I've ever played in my life. The loot was horrible. The writing was horrible. What were you expecting, bro? It's Rocksteady, so I thought it was going to be like, you know, decent. Plus, I'm a huge DC fan. You know, I thought it'd be like the Arkham games. But I just, like, honestly just didn't believe the reviews, man. Everyone is wrong. Yeah, I literally just didn't believe the reviews. I'm like, it can't be this bad. So I bought it, and I've actually never regretted spending that money, spending $70 on a game before I bought Suicide Squad. Especially considering it was literally like $10, like on sale a couple months ago. So anyway, the loot fucking sucked. The gameplay sucked. The writing sucked. The level design was absolutely horrendous. I was just doing like Destiny fucking, you know, payload mission, defend the point mission. Like, I don't even know, man. All the characters felt the same. The guns were super boring. Just incredibly disappointing from Rocksteady, bro. Very, very disappointing. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this fucking game. Next game. People are gonna get mad at me, but I don't care. Just reorder it as we go. Black Myth Wukong. Second worst game I played last year. Now, to be fair, I didn't actually finish this. I played it for like, I don't know, a couple hours, 3 hours. I got to like the desert area, and I really did not have fun with Black Myth Wukong. I think it's... I mean, you might like it, Kev. I think it's so overrated, bro. It's so overrated, man. Like, it just didn't feel good to play, like, in my opinion. Like, you know, it's like a Souls game. That's pretty much what it is. But it didn't really feel as good as From Software games feel. It's insane how much it blew up. Yeah, man. It won like Action Game of the Year. Like, it had huge numbers and everything. But I really just didn't I just didn't like it, man. It didn't feel good to play. It felt like I had fucking like bricks on my feet. Like whenever I jumped or whenever I moved around, it was just super slow. It didn't feel good to like do my attacks. There's no parry button. You know how much I love my parry buttons in my action games. There's no parry button. And it just doesn't have good. It didn't have good level design, man. Like, the best part of the From Software games are their level design, and this game just didn't have that. It was kind of just like a corridor the whole time. It was like a boss rush game, really. There was no like levels or anything. It was just like a boss rush, which would be fine if the gameplay was good, but the gameplay I really didn't click with. I would not recommend this at full price. It didn't run very good either. I had consistent stuttering. I was playing on PS5. Consistent frame stuttering. So, and it like looks good, but it's not like this fucking graphical powerhouse like people are saying. It looks like okay. You know? Some of this shit in it kind of looked like AI, to be honest with you. Some of the boss design and some of the cutscenes. But anyway, really didn't like it. I didn't finish it though, so I can't really speak too holistically on it. But I was really, really disappointed with it. Also, another game I regret buying. These are the only two games I genuinely regret buying last year. Okay. Next. Let's do Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 isn't bad. I think I would have been more upset with it if I actually spent money on it, but your boy Phil Spencer got me. I just got it on Game Pass for free. But also kind of disappointed with this one. I mean, I haven't been into Call of Duty in a while though. Blops is above Wukong. I mean, I think so. We're going from worst to best here, Kev. I think Call of Duty was better than COD is such a parasite on the industry. Yeah, it is. It really is. But I mean, I'm gonna talk about that actually. The fucking, you know what? The reason why this is so low, honestly, it would be higher is because of the fucking AI skins they've been doing, like the AI generated gun skins and character skins in multiplayer. That's fucking insane, bro. Literally because of that, that's why it's so low. Otherwise, I think it's fine. Multiplayer is okay. I didn't play the campaign. I don't really give a fuck. And then Zombies was okay. Is there AI skins? Yes, bro. They were selling AI skins in the shop. You could like clearly tell that they were made by AI, that it was AI generated. Of course, they sneak them in there after the game's been out for a few months. If you played one COD campaign, you played them all. I would say I would agree with that for the recent COD games. Not the old ones though. Like the old COD campaigns are fucking sick, bro. Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2. Even the recent Modern Warfare 2019 have awesome campaigns. I usually play them for the campaigns, but this time, I don't know. There's also no trophies on PS5. There's no platinum. So I didn't buy it because there's no platinum trophy. That's why I didn't play the campaign. Otherwise, I would have played it. I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, Black Ops 6. It's like Call of Duty 75. I don't even fucking know what they're on now. But it's the same shit we've been playing for 20 years. So, okay, next. The writing had different levels of quality, but mechanically the campaigns are so boring. Yeah, I agree with that. I like when they're inventive and they have like different level design. Like in Modern Warfare 1, the OG Modern Warfare from 2007. Was it 2007? Yeah. There's like different levels, you know. There was like the all ghillied up mission where you're scrolling through fucking Ukraine and like ghillie suits. It's fucking sick. Or there was like you know, there's levels in like Iraq and everything where it's like all bombastic and shit. It's just different stuff that I think the older games did better. Okay, let's do the next game. You're gonna be mad at me, Kev, but I really don't give a fuck. Shadow of the Erdtree. Now, I don't think this is bad. Okay. Just hear me out. I don't think Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is bad. It's just not as good as base Elden Ring. And it kind of... What's the word? It kind of diminished Elden Ring for me. And it made me realize what I really want out of these types of games now. First, it's way too hard. That's my biggest issue with it. It's just way too fucking hard. Which is fine. Like, people like that, whatever. I like the difficulty. I used to like the difficulty a lot, but I'm not even mad the DLC didn't do much for me. I think the difficulty was overtuned as well. I'm happy to bash my head against the boss, but even with that in mind, it was too much, in my opinion. Dude, yeah, it was just like... They made it unfun is what I'm trying to get at. Not even that it's like too difficult or that it's like undoable. They just made it like unfun. Like I was fighting the guy on the cover, I forgot his name, Mesmer, I think. I was fighting Mesmer and the dude is doing like this fucking 10-second insane unblockable move that I have to like fucking dodge perfectly, and then I'll get literally 1 second of me to be able to slash him once or twice, and then he'll go back to doing a 15-second animation where I just like can't do anything, you know. Sash, what's up, man? And I'm just like, it's just like not fun, bro. I'm literally just standing there waiting for this dude to like stop doing his 20-second fucking animation, and then I'll go in for a little jab, and then I'll come out. It's just like not fun. It's not really a back and forth, I felt like. Like I beat, what's the word? What's the bug? The bug boss, where the boss is like a centipede or something. Anyway, there was like the centipede boss. It took me like fucking forever to beat her. I finally beat her. I was just like totally just like wiped out after that. And then right after her, you have to fight Radahn. And I just like, I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, I'm not doing this, bro. I'm not fucking doing this. I got to Radahn. I tried him maybe 2, 3 times. And I'm just like, I don't want to fucking do this, bro. And I just like literally gave up and just deleted the game, to be honest with you. Like the bosses are just like not fun to fight against. And then my other biggest complaint, which people haven't talked about, there was this huge conversation about all the different weapons and stuff they added to the game. Like, oh my god, they added so many weapon types and weapons you could use, and there's so much, you know, different stuff you could. Bale was peak though. I never beat Bale, but Bale was pretty cool. Yeah, I liked going up the mountain to get to him. That was cool. Anyway, there's like, you know, all these different weapons and shit you could use. And like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like, I can't use any of these new weapons you put in the game, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, you have to like farm and like prepare yourself beforehand with a bunch of fucking smithing stones and shit to be able to upgrade the weapons for them to even be usable in the first place. So I'm getting all of these cool new weapons that I want to use, but I can't use any of them because I don't have the upgrade materials for them to be effective in this area. So I'm just like, what the fuck is the point of putting all these cool weapons in if I can't use them? You know? I don't want to go grind for an hour getting a bunch of smithing stones to use this weapon. Just like, let me use it. Do you know what I mean? And I know it's part of the game. It's an RPG. You know, I get it. But like, it's a pain to respec if you want to use stuff for a different build. Yeah, like I want to use like all these cool different swords and stuff, but like not even the respecking. It's just like these weapons are unusable in the area that I'm in at their current level, and you only get enough smithing stones to level up like 1 or 2 of them. So I ended up doing the whole DLC just with my fucking Rivers of Blood, my dual katanas, bro. Like, it's just so boring. I wanted to do something different, but I didn't want to grind for smithing stones. It's just really dumb, you know? So maybe that's a me problem. I don't know. Noon build. New build. I don't know, man. I'm just like, at this point, I like don't want to do all that. Like, just let me use the weapons, bro. Like, just give me a new sword and let me use it. That's like where I'm at, you know. So maybe it's a me problem, but out of my games now, that's kind of what I want. I don't want to fucking like. Why would you show me it if I can't have it, bro? That fucking Kevin Garnett quote from Uncut Gems. You know what I mean? It just annoys me. Sasha, we're doing gamer talk, bro. Anyway, that's Shadow of the Erdtree. Oh, there's no parry button either. Even with that thing you can get. Uncut Gems mentioned. All right, next game. You're going to get mad at me again, but I don't care. I'm putting Concord above all these games. Concord isn't great. Obviously, it died in like 2 weeks. But from what I played, I thought it was a solid shooter. Definitely had issues. And the art style really wasn't that, like, it wasn't that awful. I mean, it was like not great, but it wasn't that bad. You know? Definitely lacking in content. Definitely unoriginal in a lot of ways. But I thought the core was pretty good as a hero shooter. I mean, there's another hero shooter on this list that we'll get to that's way better, but my pronouns are actually Zex. Yeah, like just dumb shit like that. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't really care. I think that shit's funny, but it just needed more content. That's like the biggest, in my opinion, the biggest issue. Not even the character design or anything. It just needed more shit to do. And the game needs to be sped up. It was really slow. It felt like you had fucking bricks on your feet running around. But anyway, there's not much to say about Concord, really. It's been fucking talked to death. I was genuinely stunned it closed down so fast. I mean, yeah. It took 2 weeks for them to take it down, I think. Which is insane. They gave us all refunds. Considering it's a first-party Sony game. Yeah, I mean, they bought the studio because of this game. And then they closed the studio down after the game launched. So, like, that's just money down the drain, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know what they saw in this game. Even though I kind of liked it, a lot of people really didn't like it. So, peak concurrent players was like 700 for a first-party Sony game. That's genuinely unheard of. I don't even think it was 700, bro. I think it was like 500, maybe lower, to like maybe in the 200s. It was really fucking bad, dude. Yeah, it's like unheard of. Yeah. So, I don't know. Sony really fucked up with this one. And their next game, Fair Games, I think is what it's called. Their next like live service shooter. I don't think that stands a chance. I don't think it's going to do as bad as Concord, but I don't think that game is going to do well either. And I think that game looks worse than Concord, in my opinion, in terms of aesthetic, because it just looks like this fucking generic, like, I don't even know, man. Like generic, like Ubisoft, Rainbow Six Siege kind of game. I don't know. Anyway, Concord's boring. Next game. Now, this isn't a bad game. Space Marine 2. I like Space Marine 2 a lot from what I played. I just kind of fell off of it. I played like half of the campaign, and I really liked what I played. But, I don't know. I kind of just fell off of it. Kind of got boring to me. I really don't have much to say about it other than I really just fell off. I recognize that it's a good game, but it just didn't really stick with me for a long time. I played it solo and the AI companions were dumb as shit. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't play solo, so I wouldn't know. I played with just my brothers. It's a really good game, but you need people to play with. Yeah, it was a lot more fun when I played with my brothers. I think I just played it on too high of a difficulty, to be honest with you. It was kind of hard when I played it. We were having a lot of trouble getting through the levels. I think we played on like the hard, like whatever's above the normal difficulty we played on. Yeah, it was just a little too difficult. That's my fault. I should have just brought the difficulty down, but whatever. It was a little too hard for my liking from that perspective, but it is what it is. Not my fault. Well, it is my fault, actually. Okay, so that's Space Marine. Next is... That's an issue with a lot of games these days. Normal is what hard used to be, I feel like. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for most games, I'll play on, like, hard now, just for an extra challenge, because normal is way too easy. But in Space Marine 2, like, hard was actually hard, you know? Which was interesting. Ragnarok had that issue. I never played Ragnarok actually on the higher difficulties. I think I just played it on the normal difficulty. I played the first God of War, or the 2018 God of War, on like the hardest mode, and that was really fucking hard. The hard mode was like insane mode for most games. In Ragnarok, like random enemies could two-shot you. Yeah, that sounds not fun, to be honest with you. It'd be bullet sponges. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like not fun. I feel like hard difficulty should be like not that they have more health necessarily, they do more damage. I feel like they should just like act smarter, if that makes sense. Like the AI. Like they should like, you know, move around the map a little differently, communicate with other AI differently. Just to make you think different, just to make you think more intensely rather than just have a simple, you know, bar that says, okay, now they just have more health and they do more damage. That's kind of boring, you know? Or we just spawn more enemies. Like, make me think more. I feel like that would be better for a more difficult. But anyway. Star Wars Outlaws I'm putting up here as the next game. I really like Star Wars Outlaws, actually. I know it got lambasted for its fucking facial animations. Like, okay, bro. Like, I could not believe the amount of outlets that were saying how bad the facial animations were. Like, really, bro? Like, who cares? Man, my camera died. I gotta change my camera battery. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. What was I talking about? Okay, Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah, so like people were talking about facial animations and like how bad they were. I'm like, dude, like really, this is what you guys care about? Like fucking facial animations, bro. Who gives a shit? Like, yeah, I get it's a story game, and like you want to be able to connect with your characters or whatever, but like, I personally really don't give a shit about story in games. Meanwhile, the gameplay is the same as Far Cry 3, but third person. Well, actually, I think Far Cry 3 had better gameplay. To be honest with you. I'm not gonna suck off this game too much 'cause I don't think it's really that great. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's like I really like the environments. I think Ubisoft doesn't get enough credit for their environment design. I think they do really, really good. Kev, that's a long list. Okay, this is actually the bottom. Okay, I think it's better than all these games, but there's gonna be tons of games above it. So don't worry. Anyway, the environment design is good. Okay, Ubisoft make good environments. Okay, probably the best Tatooine I've ever been on. You know, Space Marine is hands down better. It's not even close, bro. I didn't finish Space Marine, bro. I can't put it above it. I didn't put enough time into it. I platinum Star Wars Outlaws, man. I enjoyed it for what it was. The gameplay was not good. The shooting was like very, very bare bones. The AI was dumb as fuck. But I just liked, I don't know, I just liked riding a speeder around Tatooine, man. It like was really fun. And I liked the ship combat. The ship stuff was really cool. The story sucked. I don't care. The characters sucked. Whatever. Throw the Star Wars IP on anything and Ernie starts acting like I do with FromSoft. That's not true, man. That's not true. I mean, I'm definitely biased towards Star Wars. But you're going to see. This is the bottom of the list, Kev. You're jumping to the conclusions, man. It's still... This is like... There's like 2 rows above this shit, man, that we're going to get to. So stop freaking out. This is the same tier as like these other games right now, okay? That's a little better. I actually have fun with it. AI in video game. Thanks a lot, Elon Musk. There's AI in Black Ops 6, Sash. That's what we were talking about earlier. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, it's not the best Star Wars game. It's fine. Again, I really liked just being on a speeder, exploring these different planets. I thought they did a good job with the different planet design. The music was great. All right, bro. Just next game, whatever. Now, I don't know if you want to consider this as a 2024 game, but I'm going to. MVC Fighting Collection. I never actually played these games. I didn't rank every game ever. I mean, I can if you really want me to. We'll just do this as a preface, okay? Anyway, MVC Fighting Collection, really, really fun. I think we're getting into like the good games tier. Subathon until Ernie ranks every game, please. I would love that, bro. Okay, anyway, we're in the good games now. The good games. This is the start of the good games. The only reason it's this low is because I didn't put that much time into it. I played it for like maybe 20 hours. Playing just Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Shout out Jill Valentine, Psylocke, and Shuma Gorath is my team. But yeah, it's really fun. Really nice old games you get to play now on modern hardware. Bro's almost a full day and says it's not a lot of time. 20 hours is not a lot of time in a game. Sash, it's not. Anyway. The only reason it's this low is because I didn't put that much time into it. And it's just a collection of old games. So it's not really a recent release. I can name on one hand games I have 20 hours in over the last year. Don't ask how many hours I have in Elden Ring. Kev has probably more hours than me in Elden Ring, to be honest with you. Next. Helldivers 2. Now we're getting into the good shit. Fortnite, Marvel, Madden, College Football, and Smash. Yeah, that's what I would expect. That's not bad. You probably had the most in college football, I would imagine, or Fortnite. Yeah. What the fuck was I saying? Okay, Helldivers 2. Awesome game. Really, really fun. I kind of fell off of this also. Me, a really intellectual, playing chess for 20 hours a day. That couldn't be me, bro. I like chess, but 20 hours a day. It's insane. Anyway, Helldivers 2 was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Again, I just fell off of it. It kind of got boring after a while. But yeah, you know, it harkens back to those old Left 4 Dead days with the boys just fucking around, you know? So from that perspective, it was really fun. But again, put like maybe 40 hours, 30 hours into it. Ernie, have you put 20 hours into a book last year? Sasha, I don't think I've put 20 hours into a book, into books for the past 10 years of my life. Maybe 15 years of my life. I don't read, bro. Sorry. I genuinely don't read. Every time I try, I just like fall asleep after a couple pages. Anyway, Helldivers 2 is good shit. I just fell off of it. That's why it's kind of low. But it's really good. Next. Oh, yeah. Tekken 8. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, we love Tekken 8. I fucking love Tekken 8, bro. Probably one of the better fighting games, best fighting games maybe that's come out in the past 5 years, I would say. 10 years? Maybe 10 years. Tekken 8's fucking awesome, bro. The graphics are absolutely amazing. The gameplay is fucking crisp. It's punchy. It's so complex, bro. Every single character has like just insane movesets that take forever to master. Shout out Reina. Shout out Lydia. Shout out Leroy. I fucking love Tekken 8, bro. Not as much for my brothers. My brothers like play this game non-fucking stop. I don't play it that much. I'm not that good at it. But yeah, highly recommend Tekken 8. Tekken 8's fucking awesome. And I'm a new Tekken fan saying that. I haven't played the older ones. I've only played Tekken 7 and Tekken 8. Anyway. Next. The shock of 2024. The shock Marvel Rivals, bro. Bro, fighting games are good after the first 400 hours, I swear. I mean, it depends on the fighting game, but yeah, some fighting games are like that. Tekken 8, I think Tekken 8's good for beginners. There's a nice middle ground in there. I mean, it's way better once you're like actually good at it, but I think it's pretty fun for beginners also. It has some decent onboarding. Anyway, Marvel Rivals, bro. Both my rival heads are in here right now. This game's fucking awesome, bro. It's like one of the best Marvel games, one of the best hero shooters I've played in a long time. It has that same like addiction quality that Overwatch had when it first came out. Just grinding ranked, just playing with the boys. It's just so much fun, man. There's so many characters. All the characters are free. They all feel good to play. They all feel unique. The art style is fucking awesome. Really, the only drawbacks is the level design isn't great. And some of the monetization is a bit fucked up in the shop, but every game kind of has that. So, like, what are you gonna do? You know. Let me kill myself, Sash. Anyway, yeah, the only thing it's the only reason it's not higher is because of the monetization stuff. Like, I really hate, not only in this game, but in like every live service game, how they like say everything is on sale. Like the first day the game came out, everything in the shop was on sale. Like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean it's 30% off? The game just fucking came out. You know? Like, look, this is hot now. This is on sale. Grab now. 30% off. 40% off. Like, every fucking live service game does this, bro. And it's like it's just like so slimy. Like, we know why you're doing it, because it psychologically makes people think, oh, it's cheaper than what it actually is. You know? It's just slimy, bro. I hate how every live service game does that. Just like, tell me what the price is. Why are you saying it's on sale? It's not. It's an artificial sale. It's a fucking digital skin, bro. It's so annoying. But anyway. It's a really fun game. Besides that, I really like it a lot. Shout out Magic. Shout out Doctor Strange. Shout out Invisible Woman. You only have 215 hours on Fortnite since 2021, Sash. Yeah, that's way less than I would have thought, bro. Do you think I have more or less than you in Fortnite? Definitely more, man. Definitely more. All right, next game. Astrobot. Now, I know none of you guys played Astrobot. That's okay. That's fine. You don't have to. It's a kid's game. I get it. With that being said, this game made me like platformers again. Genuinely, this game made me like platformers again. I haven't liked a platformer since like Super Mario Galaxy, bro. It wasn't even 70. I think it was like 60. And yeah, it is a short game, but like on a sale, it's worth it. Definitely, it's worth it. What was I even talking about? It's so much fun, bro. It's just like all the cute little bots you can get that you have to collect around the different levels. Every level has like a different gimmick to do, so it's like constantly reinventing itself. Super fresh. It'll go on sale like this year, Kev. It's not like that insane. Yeah, we gotta lock back into Baldur's Gate, bro. Genuinely, I was gonna text you guys because I've been playing it again with my brothers. We gotta lock back into Baldur's Gate 3. Anyway, Astrobot, super cute game, super fun. Literally made me like platformers again. I loved all the different PlayStation themed levels you went into. Like there's an Uncharted level where you play as like Nathan Drake basically. There's a Horizon level. There's a God of War level. Like it's just really, really fun and like cute stuff like that. You get to find all the different Metal Gear characters that you could collect. Obviously, I loved finding Psycho Mantis and Big Boss. It was just really cool. And there's all the Resident Evil characters you can get. Like I love flying Leon and Claire and Chris, and it's just really cool. I really liked how they integrated all that stuff. Anyway, Astrobot's great. Wasn't my game of the year, but I understand why it won game of the year. It's really, really great. Okay. Next. Let's talk about Balatro, bro. The little card game that could. Balatro is fucking awesome, man. It's literally like, it's like Hades, but instead of fighting orcs and shit, you're like playing poker. Balatro. It's not Balatro, Kev. It's not Balatro. It's Balatro. I promise you. Because I used to say Balatro all the time. It's Balatro. Literally, the creator of the game said it's Balatro. I promise you, okay? Because I used to say Balatro also. It's like Hades, but instead of being shit, it's gambling. That's insane, bro. Did you even play Hades, man? The creator of GIF pronounces it like GIF. What's your point, bro? Then we're all saying GIF wrong. It should be GIF then. I'll concede that point. Whatever. That's not the point of the fucking... Whatever, man. Anyway, it's an awesome game. If you haven't played it, go play it. I'm saying Death of the Author. I don't need to play Hades to know gambling rocks. So yeah, if you like playing poker or gambling, even though you're not even really gambling in Balatro, you're just like using poker hands to beat different bosses, which is really, really fun and inventive that I really like. Anyway, easily the most addictive game on this list. I like losing money more than winning money. That's my favorite part of gambling. I concur. You know, I love playing the straight every single poker hand and just losing. And then it works like 1 out of every 20 times, bro. I promise you. Playing the straight. It's going to work this time, bro. Trust me. That's what I tell myself whenever I play poker. I'll play poker against you whenever you want, bro. If it's not real money, I'll play. But if it is real money, I don't know about that. I know Sasha can't turn down a good wager. Anyway. That's Balatro. Let's get into the top 5 for me. Is gambling allowed on Twitch? Probably. I don't know. I think it is, actually. Not for the viewers, but for the streamer, yeah. Let's hear it, Kev. What do you have to say about this? Not because that's why XQC is on Kick. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Kev, bro, how do you feel about a Destiny expansion being this high up on the list? Embarrassing for you? It's fine. You can feel how you want to feel, bro. So I've been playing Destiny since its inception. I don't know anything about Destiny, but it's probably like Halo, so that's why it's high in your opinion. Well, it's by Bungie, who also made Halo. So yeah. It's not as good as Halo. Let's not get it twisted. It's nowhere near it. But I've been playing Destiny since its inception. Okay. And yeah, grinding with Spence from the beginning. I really have been. And this is just like, it's like the Avengers Endgame of Destiny, bro. That's what it was. And they delivered on it. For people like me who have been playing this shit for 10 fucking years. This isn't slop though, Kev. It's not. Some of the shit they put out has been slop, I agree, but this genuinely isn't slop. It's literally maybe the best expansion they've ever put out. Besides the Witch Queen. And besides the Taken King. You don't even know what he's talking about, Sash. What do you mean Kev is cooking? What do you mean? You even played the game, bro. The fact that you could just intertwine every single subclass and just like build craft or whatever you want with that and have different exotics to match whatever subclass, like little specifications you're using. It's so awesome, man. This should have been Destiny the whole time. Is the final shape. It should have been like this the whole fucking time, bro. They just like completely turned it into like what it should have been. That's why it's so awesome, man. What do you mean, bro? I spent $600 on the full Master Collection? What are you talking about? On Halo? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Complete in box. Bro, Master Chief Collection is free. I get that for free on Game Pass. Complete in box. $5.99, like I said. Okay, bro. Stop getting me off topic. I'm talking about Destiny right now. So yeah, anyway, it was like the end game for Destiny. I loved the campaign. Actually, like the first Destiny campaign expansion I've actually enjoyed playing. Because it was linear and you like unlocked the map like linearly, which is a fucking crazy idea for a Destiny game. Instead of like this big empty open world, it's just like this basically kind of a hallway, but it was just like a linear campaign, like an old Halo game, and it was fucking awesome, man. I love the location. Being inside of the Traveler is fucking sick. I love the new guns. I love the new enemy. I already forgot what they're called, but the new enemy was sick. All right, bro. Whatever. You literally haven't even played it, so like I don't care what you think of. Genuinely don't. Anyway, Final Shape is awesome. For Destiny heads like me, it's awesome. Even though I'm kind of done with Destiny now, this was a really good way to end it, to cap it off the saga. You know? Anyway. Let's go to the next game. Now this game I know none of you played. None of you even probably heard this game. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. So, this is number 4 on the list. Just so you guys know, I only have 3 games after this. So we're in the top 5 now of the games I played last year. So this is a kind of a tower defense game made by Capcom. It's an original game. It's like a tower defense game. Yeah. Where you're playing as this like ninja and you have to defend a goddess who's like the tower. Who's like the tower, I guess, per se. And she's like moving through a level. And then you have to like deploy different units basically. I've never played a game like this. It looked very original. Yeah, I've never played a game like this before. You're like moving through these like beautiful like Japanese environments with this like goddess who you have to defend for each like round basically. And you get these different units and you like, is it very graphic intense? No, not at all. The style is what makes it look so great, not the graphics. The style is amazing, dude. It's like it's just very, very Japanese, but it's like fantasy Japanese, if that makes sense. So all of the enemies are like these Japanese style like demons that you would see in like Demon Slayer or like kind of like other kinds of anime basically, like Jujutsu Kaisen and that kind of stuff. So you like fight those like type of like Japanese demons, and you have all these different units that you can deploy onto the field and like position differently to protect the goddess. But what's so great about it is that that's like the tower defense part where you're like putting all these units out, but you can actually control, like you play as like a ninja character who you can move around the map with, collect different stuff, get different resources, and you could actually fight alongside of your units. So it's a tower defense game, but it's also like an action game at the same time. You know, you're not just sitting there watching your units kill these enemies. You're actually going and fighting the enemies along with them. Seems legit. I'd watch you play it. Dude, it's fucking awesome, man. I've literally never... I played the demo for it, and I loved the demo so much, I like instantly bought it. And I've never played a game like it before. It's just so like, it's just cool, man. Like when you're outside of levels, there's like this kind of this base building element to it where you're like repairing all these villages on this mountain that you're going through. And you're like collaborating with your different units to like build up these villages and like repair this like mountain community basically. And then you're collecting all these different collectibles. Like you can collect these different Japanese desserts to give to your goddess outside of missions. And there's like this little model viewer that you could see all these different cool Japanese desserts that look really cool. And there's all of these cool like descriptions for them about the history of these different foods in Japan and what they mean. And it's just like really interesting shit like that, you know? Like I'm sitting here reading about like red bean paste in a fucking video game and I'm like into it, you know, with this beautiful model in front of me. Like what other games are doing that? So it's just really, yeah, Capcom just, even when they make new shit, original shit, it's always a dub, bro. Capcom just doesn't miss, man. So there's a free demo. I'd recommend playing that if you're curious about it. It's just really, really a wonderful game that I recommend to everybody.
They're probably not going to make a second one because it's probably sold like a couple 100,000 copies. Nobody's heard of it. But yeah, if you like tower defense games or even action games, I'd recommend it. It's really awesome. All right. Sad when the cool games sell like shit. Yeah, it is sad. It really is. But that's just what happens sometimes, you know? Midnight Suns, one of my favorite games ever, sold like shit. So we're never going to get a second Midnight Suns. Or we're never going to get more characters for it, you know? Which makes me sad because that game is so awesome. Okay, we're in the top 3 now. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Third best game of the year, in my opinion. Just a really awesome game. Did you rank that space game? Which space game? Space Marine? Yeah, Space Marine's right here. Oh, Helldivers? Yeah, Helldivers is right here. Helldivers 2. Yeah, that's right here. Yeah. It's number 8. Yeah, number 8. Anyway. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. As a preface, I really did not like Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is an unpopular opinion. I know. I really did not like Final Fantasy VII Remake just because I thought it was way too linear. The side quests sucked. And there was way too much padding, I thought, in the game. Just way too much padding. And the same can be said for Rebirth. Like, Square Enix really just can't help themselves with this shit, bro. The amount of fucking padding in this game is ridiculous, honestly. Like, I'm playing through... Like, to give an example, I'm, like, purposefully beelining... I'm, like, 50 hours into the game, and I'm, like, kind of, you know, burnt out from all the open world shit. So I start purposefully beelining the main story. And there's padding in the main campaign missions in this game. Like, why am I throwing boxes around with Kate Sith, bro? What is the purpose of that, man? Why am I fighting? What the fuck? Like, what's that guy's name on the motorcycle? Why am I fighting this dude for the 10th time with Cloud? Like the story isn't going anywhere. I'm just fighting this dude again. Why am I fighting the Turks for the 100th time? And just beating them over and over and over again and just diminishing their, like, you know, mystique or aura or whatever. Making them as unthreatening as possible because I've beaten them 20 times throughout the campaign. You know, just way too much padding. You know, I'm, like, trying to get through the story and, like, I want to see what happens in the story and there's still, like, padding in the main story. Like, just annoys the shit out of me with Square Enix sometimes. But besides that, Rebirth is fucking awesome, bro. This is the Final Fantasy game that I think a lot of us have been waiting for. The open world is beautiful. The gameplay is so much fun. Even better than Remake's gameplay. The sound design on some of these limit breaks, oh my god, bro. The different synergies you could do with all your party members, the different party members you can bring in, the different materia, the different abilities you can give them. It's just so much fun, bro. I just, like, wanted to, like, stay in the world, you know? The side content is fine. It's kind of like your typical Ubisoft, like, towers and shit, but, like, the world is just so charming and the characters are just so charming that you just, like, want to just stay in the world and just keep doing everything. So for like the first half of the game, I was like doing everything, just not even for trophies or anything. I was just doing it for fun, you know. But then it got to a point where I kind of got burnt out and I wanted to just beeline the story, and that's where the padding issues kind of really showed its face to me. Playing a game for fun. Genuinely, bro, I was literally playing it for fun, which is surprising because I usually play for trophies. But I was just playing it for fun, which was like the best part of it, you know? What are you sending me, Sash? New skins in Marvel Rivals. Ooh. Infinity War Captain America. I like that. I like that a lot. But yeah, if you're not into Final Fantasy, like I know you're not, Kev, I would recommend not playing this game. Just to go off the microtransaction rant a little more. It's just annoying, bro. Yeah, like those new skins are probably going to be on sale. Like literally when you open the store tomorrow or whenever they come out. New Captain America skin. It's brand new, but it's also 30% off. I'm like, okay, bro. Like, it's just so slimy, man. What am I talking about? Anyway, this should not be your first Final Fantasy game, even though I highly recommend it. You should definitely start with a remake, or just start with another one of the Final Fantasy games. Like start with 16, or maybe not even 16, because 16 is more of an action game. It's not really a JRPG. Start with remake if you want to get into the series. If you like remake, or I didn't even like it. If you like the characters in remake and you like the gameplay, but you're not really vibing with the level design and everything, just kind of, I would recommend kind of pushing through it just to play Rebirth. I would say that, because Rebirth really is that fucking awesome. The story got pretty confusing towards the end, I'm not gonna lie. But I think they did that kind of intentionally to lead into the third game, you know, which makes sense. But yeah, Rebirth is awesome. Probably the best Final Fantasy game since 10, something like that. Anyway, that's number 3. Now, for the top 2, it's really a toss-up between the top 2 for me. I think you guys know what they are. Yeah, I think you know what one of them is at least. It's kind of a toss-up for the top 2. Fortnite, yeah. It's Fortnite OG. Chapter 1, season whatever. You're right, bro. Let's go. So 1 and 2 are kind of interchangeable for me. Depends on the day you ask me, but I think I landed on this for number 2. Silent Hill 2 remake. As a preface, I never played I played the original a little bit. I couldn't get past the controls. The controls are really bad. Oh shit, makes sense. Yeah. Didn't know you played it. Yeah. I wasn't anticipating this game at all. The trailers didn't look good to me. Bloober Team has never really made a good game before. Konami hasn't made a good game in a long time. Published a good game, I mean. So really, there's a lot of stuff working against this beforehand. And I was kind of bored. This came out in October. I was kind of bored, and I was in the mood for kind of a survival horror type of game. So I picked it up, saw the reviews were pretty good, and oh my god, bro. Dude, this game is fucking amazing. Like, genuinely, maybe one of the best stories I've ever gone through in a game before. Like no other game really deals with the themes and the story that this game deals with. At least that I've experienced. Wait, I have no clue what number 1 is. You'll know it when I put it up here. I think Kev knows what it is. But like the game just looked amazing. It fucking oozed atmosphere. It was scary, which was surprising to me. It was genuinely like scary to play through, which a lot of games kind of have trouble with that, with actually being scary. Like this game was like exhausting to play. Like it was just like emotionally exhausting to play. You know? Like I'd play it for like 2 hours and I'd be like, oh my fucking God, bro. I gotta like take a break or something, man. It just like drains you in like a good way though. You know what I mean? It like emotionally drains you in the best way possible. As I have Mario Kart music on in the background. Let me change it. Okay, that's better. Anyway. Yeah, it's not really a survival horror. It is a survival horror game, but it's not like Resident Evil where you're like, you know, managing your inventory and like looking for fucking scraps everywhere and like going through all these zombies and stuff. It's really not that kind of game. James is just like kind of a dude that you play as, and you kind of just whack a bunch of different like enemies and like shoot a couple enemies, but it's really not about that. It's kind of about just thematically what James is going through as you go through the different levels and like how the enemies and levels kind of discuss that, you know. This is the Ludwig song, Ludbuds. I didn't know that. I'm not a Ludbud like you, bro. Sorry. But here, I'll change it. Why I like it. I don't know. I don't want to be copying Ludwig, bro. If that's his song. Let's get Guile's theme up in here. Yeah. I think it's just the outro. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. Silent Hill 2. Wasn't calling that, I just like it. It's okay. Yeah, it's a pretty good song. I just didn't know it was his. What was I saying? I don't even know. Oh, Silent Hill 2. Okay, there's a scene in this game. Okay, first of all, my favorite character in this game is Angela. And I loved Angela's whole storyline in this game. There's a scene where you fight like Angela's boss, basically. The Angela boss. And just, if you've seen clips of the game, you've seen them before. Just like the design of the boss is just so like, it's just so like disgusting. Like, not even disgusting in the way that he looks gross, but just in like what the connotation of the design is, if that makes sense. It's just like really gross. And you really feel like after you beat the boss, just like that scene with Angela and her reaction to him. And like, it's just really, really well done, man. The acting is fucking insane. I can't believe the main guy who played James in this game didn't win for Best Actor. It's just like such a subtle performance. But back to facial animations. The facial animations are insane in this game. You can see like the emotion in all of these characters. You can see like what they're thinking and everything. So I guess from that perspective, I understand why people called out the facial animations in Star Wars Outlaws. So I get it. Because it's so good in this game. But I just love the atmosphere. I love just going through like this Twin Peaks style town and just like kind of experiencing the story, not through like just a bunch of fucking dialogue, but just through like the level design and the enemy design and like just that kind of stuff. You know, I love the environmental storytelling. They use they use the game to actually tell a story, if that makes sense. Like the gameplay, the enemy design, the level design, all of that feeds into the story. It's not about what they're saying. It's just about what you're seeing and what James is like going through and what you're playing through, which is just awesome, man. Silent Hill 2 is fucking awesome. Highly recommend it if you like survival horror games. And it's scary as fuck. So just know that going in. It's genuinely scary as fuck. Play with headphones. All right, you know what number one is. You know what number one is. I don't care what you have to say. The best game I played last year. It's got to be Stellar Blade, bro. Got to be. Jiggle Souls, as as it's known colloquially. Jiggle Souls. Again, another game I really wasn't anticipating or looking forward to. Kind of just came out, you know. Go ahead and log out for me. You haven't played it. I know you haven't played it, Kev. I know you're judging a book by its cover right now, bro. I know that's what you're doing. Okay. Because that's what everybody did. They judged the book by its cover. And to be fair, no hating around here. No hating, bro. Look, honestly, to be honest with you, that aspect of the game that you're talking about, that everybody talks about, the gooner aspect of it, takes away from the fucking game, bro. In my opinion, it really does. It's a disservice to how good the game is. And here I am, I'm going to start slobbering all over fucking Stellar Blade, okay? I don't care. Okay? It's so much fun to play, man. It plays like Sekiro, bro. It plays like Sekiro. It's just Sekiro, but without the brutal difficulty, because it's really not that hard. It's pretty easy, actually. But it plays exactly like Sekiro with the parry mechanic and everything. You only have one weapon. It's like just the sword that you use. I mean, you have a gun too, but you really don't use that a lot. It's just so much fun to play, man. And my brother and I joke a lot. We're saying that this game was basically just a soundtrack that came with like a game as an extra, because the soundtrack is just so good. It's so good, bro. I can't play it on stream. I'll get fucking demonetized, but or I'll get DMCA'd. But the soundtrack is just fucking awesome, dude. The world is so cool. It's like this post-apocalyptic, like future sci-fi kind of game. Again, the gameplay is just, it just feels so good to play, bro. It's like literally one of the best action games I've ever played since Sekiro, probably. You've convinced me, Ernie. I please, bro, please. If it's on sale, there's a demo for it. Just try the demo, man. The gooner aspect takes away from it. I completely agree. It really, because it just turns people off. They'll see that and they'll just shove it off. Oh, what the fuck is this gacha game? You know, with all this gooner skins and shit. I get it. It really takes away from the game. But you're not even really looking at Eve when you're playing the game, to be honest with you. You're not. You're looking at the environment. You're looking at the enemy, trying to fight the game or fight the enemies. You know, yeah, it's fun to put, you know, get different outfits for her, but like, whatever, man. That's not really what it's about. It's a fucking action game. You're not looking at Eve, really. So look past the gooner stuff if you haven't played it. It is such a good action game, bro. It really is. The music is amazing. The world is so cool. The story, the voice acting is shit. I'll admit, the voice acting is shit. The story is not good. The characters are really bland. But again, I'm not really playing games for that, to be honest with you. I'm just playing them for fun gameplay. I like being in, different worlds. I like listening to the cool music. I'm not really here for like a compelling story, unless the story is like amazing, like a game like Silent Hill 2. But yeah, please just try it out, Stellar Blade. If you like games like Sekiro or like even Devil May Cry, games like that, I think you'd really, really like it. It's just, I can't speak highly enough of it. It really annoys me that people just shove it off because of what Eve looks like, Like it's just a disservice to the game, honestly, is that she looks like that. But anyway, that's the list. How many games is this? 15, 18 games. 18 games I played last year. Well, new games I played. I played a bunch of old shit too, but these are all the new games I played. I'm surprised Elden Ring was so low. Yeah, I kind of talked about it earlier, but I really did not have fun with Shadow of the Erdtree, Sosh. It was like way too difficult. The bosses were not fun to play against. It was just like me sitting there for 20 seconds watching them do a insane animation, and then I get 1 second to jab at them. Then I gotta back away and wait another 20 seconds. It's just like not fun to play. Yeah. But yeah, these are the 18 games I played last year. New games I played. There's shit I missed, of course. Like I haven't played Metaphor, ReFantazio. I haven't played some other shit I can't even think of right now, but yeah. This is the list. Pretty good year, I would say. Rank every season of Fortnite. Whatever season that Fortnite came out with, that was the worst one. There's like 49. All of them are the worst one, Sosh. They've ruined the industry, bro. Not to get off on a tangent. Anyway. The fuck was I talking about? Anyway, it was a good year last year. For me, at least. Don't start with this, Sosh. Yeah. It was a good year last year. I don't think there was any 10 out of 10s last year for me. Like, I think this top row are all like 9s. And Balatro, I guess. And then Astrobot, I would give like an 8. Marvel Rivals, an 8. Tekken 8, an 8. Helldivers 2, an 8. NBC, 7. 6. I can't rank this one because I haven't beaten it. This is a 5. This is like a 4. Just like wasn't fun. This is like a 4. This is like a 2. And this is like a 1. What's a 10? A bunch of games from 2023 were like 10s for me. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is a 10. Like unabashedly a 10, bro. Resident Evil 4, 10. Halo 3, 10. All the Halo games are 10s. Helldivers should be a 4.5. Out of 10? Or out of 5? That's crazy if that's out of 10, Sosh. 4.5? That's fucking crazy. Why? Because you can't gritty, bro. That's insane. Because you can't hit a gritty. You can't play as Ice Spice. Terrible game. We gotta play Baldur's Gate, bro. Genuinely. I'm like begging you guys. It's not all about the cosmetics, and even if it was, so what? I'm impressionable. I have it downloaded. I'll play whenever you guys want. I've been playing with my brothers. We've been playing with a bunch of mods on, because they added mods on PlayStation. That's really fun. All right, bro. Thanks, Kev. Bye, Kev. See you, bro. I'm over consumerist to the max. Anything has an influencer, I'll buy it. It's insane. If there was a Kai Cenat skin, would you buy it, Sash? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I assumed. High show speed too. That's insane, bro. That's crazy. Have you played? You haven't played any of these games on this list, have you? Besides Helldivers and Concord and Call of Duty, I think. Dua Lipa promotes anything, I'll buy it. I mean, I'm with you there, though. We love, we're Dua Lipa lovers in the chat. Oh, and Rivals, yeah. Yeah, so just 4 of these. That's respectable. You haven't played Balatro? I also liked Concord, for the record. I'm sad it didn't pan out either. I just think it was like... I just needed more content, No, I haven't yet. We should try it out. Any of these games on this list, I think you would like Balatro the most, because it's like poker. And I liked Concord, yeah. Sad the studio shut down. Everybody lost their freaking jobs, man. It sucks. Out of the 4 I played, Rivals, Concord, Helldivers, COD. Yeah. I would switch Helldivers and Concord, but yeah, I agree. Well, I would recommend, like, from here up that you should play. But I know you're not really into games like that. So I think you would like Balatro, though. Balatro is cool. I just don't have it in me. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I enjoy watching more than playing. I hear you. It is really fun to watch. Yeah, genuinely, it is though. Oh, in general, you mean? You like watching more? I get it. That's how my old roommate was, Ben. He loved watching people play video games, but he didn't really like actually playing them. Which I get. Holy shit. 7 hours of Animal Crossing content in the past 3 days and will not buy it. I didn't know you were into Animal Crossing like that, bro. That's insane. I'm not into Animal Crossing, so I can't relate, but that's sick, bro. I fuck with it. That's sick, man. The only Nintendo games I actually play are like Zelda and Smash. That's pretty much it. Watch 100% Supermarket Simulator. Is that like the trading card shop simulator? They all look the same to me. Kinda. Oh, this is Animal Crossing music. That's funny. Yeah, I haven't played Animal Crossing, so I don't know. Yeah. But I heard it's fun. It's just not for me. Like, I'm probably not going to get the new Switch until the next Zelda game comes out. You know, what, Breath of the Wild 3 or whatever the fuck they call it. Super Mario Wonder. I heard that's really great, bro. I heard it's really fun. You can't get into Breath of the Wild? That's crazy. So then you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, then, I imagine. The second one. Tears of the Kingdom is even better than Breath of the Wild, in my opinion. I fucking love that game, man. I'm not really into even Zelda like that. Breath of the Wild was my first Zelda game, to be honest with you. And I fucking love those games. Haven't played Zelda since GBA, bro. I'm the same way, man. I've literally never been into Zelda until these new ones, and I like love them. Tears of the Kingdom is like one of my favorite games ever, bro. And Breath of the Wild. They're just so much fun. They're just so charming. I love just like being in those worlds, man. But I heard Mario Wonder is really good. I haven't played it. I haven't been into Mario in a long time, though, so. I heard the same about Breath of the Wild and bought it on Black Friday and couldn't get into it. Wonder is cool. Yeah, interesting. First Mario game since Galaxy. Really? You didn't play what is it called? Odyssey? Mario Odyssey? I couldn't get into that game. Speaking of games you can't get into. I could not get into Mario Odyssey. Nah, it's never on sale. That makes sense. Nintendo games like never go on sale. That's why I don't buy a lot of them. Like they just literally never go on fucking sale. Like I wanted to get the new Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom, I think is what it's called. But it's like $60. I'm like, dude, I'm not paying that for a fucking Nintendo game. Zelda for 40 is a good deal. Yeah. But I'm surprised you couldn't get into it. Genuinely. It's awesome. It's so awesome, man. At least I think it's awesome. I don't know. Yeah, you're not really a solo open world guy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't really like those kinds of games. Baldur's Gate, like all three of us played, so that was cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm down for Baldur's Gate 3 whenever you want, man. Genuinely. The only thing that I feel like is kind of an issue with all three of us playing is that you're not really going to get the feel for all of the party members because we're only going to have one with us at a time, you know? So I feel like that one might diminish the game for you guys, but besides that, we got to do it, bro. I'm not too worried about that part. No, but the stories are like as good in that game, is what I'm saying. Like the character stories are like what makes it so good. You're bronze 1 in Marvels now? No shit. Actually, bro. I told you could climb the ranks, man. You're good. Almost silver. That's huge, bro. Genuinely. Bro, if you hit golds, we could play in tourneys together. Cloak and Dagger merchant. You only play Cloak and Dagger, bro. I mean, that's good. You're playing support. That's your main. You can play others. That's a good main to have, though. She's really useful. I'm happy for you, bro. That's all. I like knew you could do it. I don't know why you doubted yourself. I'm still GM1 right now. I'm almost at Celestial. But I haven't played in a few days. Kind of been out of it. I was tweaking when me, Cam, and Mike played because our DPS wouldn't fucking fight Iron Man. I had to 1v1 myself. Well, that's not a bad 1v1 though, to be honest with you. You can just switch to Cloak and then just like auto aim onto Iron Man. Or if he's too far away, you could just play Dagger and your daggers will auto aim to hit him. You know? But yeah, that's annoying. What's the point of DPS though? No, you're right. I agree. That's the DPS's job. Just to protect yourself, I'm saying. 24 and 25? You still won? That's rough. That's rough. Genuinely. That's rough. I would be tweaking out. I'm a melee weaving cloak monster. Alright, bro. Alright. I think I'm done. Just a short little stream. Just wanted to talk about these games. Maybe I'll do more ranked lists like this. Cloak and more Jeff for me. Sometimes Luna if I can figure out her other moves. I'm surprised you like Namor and Luna. They're kind of hard to aim with. On controller. Namor is really good though. His headshots do insane damage. Invisible Woman's really fun. I love Invisible Woman. She's so much fun. And she has good healing output. You're not holding me up, it's fine. Oh, Sasha, what's the word? I asked Heather to hang out with me this weekend. Let's fucking go. Clip it. So, yeah. She said she can't this weekend, but she still wants to. Another time. Which is fine. I just said we should go to the Met, you know, catch up. Stream the whole hang sesh? That's crazy, bro. Watch the Rizzler at work. Watch the devious work I put on. Oh, my fucking back, bro. I gotta get a new chair, man. That'd be a calm vibe, though. Yeah, I feel like we can just... You know, I love the Met, you know? The Met Cloisters? No, what is that? Is that a different section? Let me look it up. I don't know shit about it. Let's see. It's an outdoorsy thing. It's a museum in the Washington Heights neighborhood of Upper Manhattan. Oh, it's a separate museum. Specializes in European medieval art and architecture with a focus on the Romanesque and Gothic periods. That does seem pretty cool. It just looks like an outdoors kind of museum. That looks really nice, actually. Maybe I'll take her there.
Anyway.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging, Sash. I appreciate you. Where's my thing, man? All right, bro. Let's play Baldur's Gate at some point. Download it. I'm down whenever. All right. Bye, man. I'll see you. Thanks for hanging out.